Have either of you heard of a Convention of States project, and would you support a resolution that would urge Congress to call a Convention of States? And let me give a little more background. It's in regards to Article 5 of the United States Constitution, which basically says that amendments to the U.S. Constitution can be called for two different ways. Either Congress calls for the amendments, and then they're ratified by, I believe it's 2/3 of the states. The second option in Article 5 of the United States Constitution says that, I forget the exact number of states call for the convention, and therefore amendments are proposed, and then they're ratified by the states themselves, totally circumventing what some would call a tyrannical federal government. If you could address that.
Yes, I would.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yes, I would support a convention of the states. And thank the Lord that the founders put it in there so that we could do that, because it's a way to rein back in the amount of government. And we're almost on that. We're almost to that point where we need a convention of the states. I'm not saying that we need that right now, but I do definitely support us being able to do that. It is very difficult, like he was explaining. You have to have a 2/3 majority to be able to come together and figure it all out and to be able to amend the Constitution. But they did that on purpose so that it was tough, so that we couldn't just necessarily go in and change the Constitution in an easy way. But I'm definitely for coming together in a convention of the states, and I thank the Lord that the founders put it there, that we can do that. Because we are getting to a point in this country where we need to come together and figure out and get back to the things that we were founded upon. Because there's been such an overreach of government into the lives of Americans and all across this country. So yes, I definitely support a convention of the states.
It's important to distinguish between the Pennsylvania Constitution and the United States Constitution. The Pennsylvania Constitution has been written and rewritten and amended and re-amended, and it's just been a hodgepodge of different enactments. I sincerely believe that the Pennsylvania Constitution is ripe for a constitutional convention, and it could do a lot of things that need to be done to make Pennsylvania government work more smoothly. So I'm in favor of a constitutional convention in Pennsylvania. With respect to the United States Constitution, I'm going to stop just short of calling that a sacred document. The United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights are two documents that have proven to be very strong and have been the basis of worldwide democracy. And they are much less likely to need the type of wholesale revision. And when it comes to a convention of states, I believe strongly in the power to people. If people want to try and have a convention of the states, and if they want to debate these things, I welcome that. But I quickly remind them that while there are important things that need fixed, like the Electoral College, which none of us understand and makes no sense, I mean, I'd be happy to see that corrected in the United States Constitution. But what about the Second Amendment? I have real concerns that we cannot afford to go there. So I believe that when it comes to a constitution of the states, that we have to be very, very careful that we don't tread upon a document like the Bill of Rights, like the United States Constitution. Again, when it comes to the Pennsylvania Constitution, let's have at it. It needs rewritten. Let's have a constitutional convention, and let's get the work done that needs to be done on that document.